So last night we were treated to an absolute classic by Dave Morrell, Dave Benavidez. For me, it was a fight that I was looking forward to. I was excited about. I really couldn't wait to see what would happen. I knew this fight didn't have boring anywhere in it. I knew it wouldn't be this type of fight. I knew it would be a good scrap, and I thought it was. Benavidez wins the unanimous decision. Now, the judges' scorecards were 115, 111 twice. I agree with that scorecard because I thought this fight, when I looked at it, when I watched it, 8-4 to Benavidez. And obviously round 11 is a bit of a, yeah, round 11 should have been a 10-8 round to Dave Morrell. It wasn't. I'll tell you why now in a sec why that was. So that's why you're going to see a scorecard like that's a little bit, you're looking at like, what? No, it was a 8-4 type of fight. The judge who scored, I still can't believe he did this. The judge who scored this fight 118 to 108, honestly, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you see scorecards like that and you just think, what the hell? Is it incompetence or what? Because how you can watch a fight like this and arrive with a scorecard like that is beyond me. He gave David Morrell one round, which obviously would have been round 11 because he scored a knockdown in that round. Every other round he gave to Benavidez. No, it was not that type of fight. 11 rounds to 1. Seriously. Let's talk about this fight. The first 4 rounds were really quite competitive. Round 4, David Benavidez put an absolute work in. He put work in on that round. And if you watch this fight, you will see, basically this will tell you why Canelo Alvarez made it so difficult for Benavidez to fight him. But basically they haven't fought, but you know what I mean. It's why Canelo Alvarez isn't in a rush to fight Dave Benavidez. It's why, allegedly, this is what Benavidez is saying, they sent him a contract for $5 million, which I believe is less than even someone like Billy Joe Saunders would have got paid. I think Billy Joe got way more than that. And they accepted it, but Team Alvarez just, nothing from them. So you can see why they didn't want to fight Benavidez. And from what I've seen in there, if they did the fight now, I'd make Benavidez firm favourite over Canelo. I don't think Canelo will beat this version of Benavidez, and I think that the version we have of Canelo would be, he'd survive, he'd go the distance, but he would be cannon fodder for Benavidez. The size of these two guys itself, I mean, Canelo is, 5'8" at a push, and yeah, he's a particularly set guy, but these two guys look massive in there. You know, these two, how these two were ever super middleweight is beyond me. They look massive in the ring, even for light heavyweight. And Benavidez is a pressure fighter. But one thing I think this fight told us about Benavidez, yes, he was touched up a little bit. And there were shots that were there for Dave Morrell, like the right hook, which when he did use them, he had success with, but they were few and far between. But when Dave Morrell, because Dave Morrell was he was trying to punch with Benavidez. He, for the first couple of rounds, was doing what I think he needed to do. He was kind of standing off a little bit. He was launching his attacks, kind of with Benavidez, but then sometimes after, he was using the 1-2 from the southpaw stance, and he was having success. But then he turned into more of a prey. He started looking for Benavidez a bit more, and Benavidez was too happy to oblige, and he ended up just absolutely... Like, you should see Morrell's whole body was kind of reddened by the end because he took so many body shots. I mean, Dave Benavidez, he made sure he put an effort in to go to work and to go downstairs and to attack the body of Dave Morrell, and it paid dividends. And what I was saying about Benavidez is his defense is underrated because although he was dropped in this, he was. It was a legit knockdown. I thought it was anyway. Even though I felt that he was rocked worse, say like in round 9, he wasn't hurt by that knockdown in round 11 at all. He was able to avoid a lot of the big shots, even when they were up close, and even when you see moments when Dave Benavidez was up against the ropes and Dave Morrell would open up on him, he was doing a really good job of just tucking up, riding some of the shots, slipping some of the shots, and even just blocking the shots with his gloves. He was doing a really good job of that. So a lot of people weren't actually talking about, and to be fair, I wasn't either, about Dave Benavidez's defense. His defense is on point. That's not, he's not Pernell Whitaker in there, but he's definitely a lot more cute than I gave him credit for originally. As this fight definitely proved that. Now, as I said, the right hook with the way Benavidez was coming in, I felt it was there for Dave Morrell. He didn't really throw it. He did throw it a couple of times, and when he did, he had success, like in round 9 and in round 11. As the fight progressed, Benavidez really did take a foothold in this fight. It was really the first 4 rounds where both guys were sharp and both guys were honest, that you could really, you could split them, but you know, it was nip and tuck. It was nip and tuck. The pressure Benavidez put on, then it eventually, you know, it showed on Dave Morrell. He did start to slow down. A lot of shots were getting through. Like you would see, he would tuck up, but Benavidez would be able to get the shots through, irrespective of that, and regardless, he was able to get the shots through. And then we go into round 11, which is a round that Dave Morrell was doing well in. He was doing well in, and then in the midpoint of that fight, he lets a right hook go. Benavidez, it's weird because it looks like he was off balance. He touches down, the referee administers the count, that's A-okay. The round I felt was going that way to Dave Morrell anyway. And Dave Morrell tries to put it on Benavidez. Benavidez, as the round, literally in the dying seconds of the round, as it's ending, Benavidez actually gets Morrell backed up to the rope, starts opening up a combination on him, and as he's doing that, the bell goes. Now you can clearly hear the bell ring. Benavidez stops punching, and the referee is kind of like trying to break him. And then all of a sudden, Dave Morrell just throws, I think it was a right hook or something, at Dave Benavidez, and you look at it, you're just like, mate, the bell is clearly gone. I know it was getting kind of, you know, rambunctious in there. There was a lot of crowd noise, but still you could hear it. The bell went, and the referee docked the point for that. You know, punching after the bell, that's one of them where it's normally a slam dunk point deduction. Normally is. There are times when it could be, you could say genuinely is accidental, you know, you throw a shot, the bell goes, something like that, fair enough. When the bell is gone and then you proceed to throw the shot, yeah, it's normally a slam dunk point deduction. So that round, which should have been 10-8 to Dave Morrell, then becomes 9-8. So that's why we had such a messed up kind of looking scorecard with the 115, 111s. Either way, Benavidez comes out in round 12, puts that knockdown behind. He wasn't even hurt really by it, and wins that round in my opinion. He now moves on. This was this is an interesting one, right? This was like a WBA and WBC interim title unification of such. Yeah, that's really what we're doing now. We're unifying the interim titles, really? Is that where we've gone now with these interim titles and all these tricky titles? Is that really what we're doing now? Either way, it now means Benavidez is now mandatory for the winner of Bivol versus Beterbiev. Should it be Dmitry Bivol, I suspect he'll have to wait, because I suspect they will look to do Beterbiev versus Bivol 3. Look, they've an excuse then for the trilogy fight. If it is Artur Beterbiev who beats Dmitry Bivol, the last crescendo, I think that's kind of a hint, wink, wink, that this could be the last time we see Artur Beterbiev in the ring if he stays on. If he beats Bivol, there's no reason then for a trilogy, you would think, unless there's a lot of controversy. If he stays on and he does continue to fight on, people, Benavidez, Beterbiev, yikes. Whoa, that will that would be something else. Just think stylistically, that fight, yeah. Oh boy. I mean, damn. That's all I got to say on that one. But good fight, really enjoyed it. I recommend you go watch it if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Benavidez, Morrell, did it go the way you went? I in my heart I was thinking Morrell could pull this off, but my pick I think was Dave Benavidez to win this fight on points. I wasn't envisioning a knockout. Knockdown, yeah, but a knockout was never really on my mind. So yeah, 12-round decision. There you go. Let me know your thoughts. Hope you enjoyed it, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And until next time, peace.